So the other week I shared 5 daily habits for healthy skin from within. And I also talked about that I would be sharing some factors that can really sabotage healthy skin. Now, you may have never really cared or thought about healthy skin from within if you've never had a skin issue, but there are millions of people who suffer from rosacea, acne, dry skin, eczema, psoriasis. So all of the factors that I'm going to talk about today can definitely sabotage your efforts for healthy skin. Really?
Really? Tell them.
Did you know that 84.7% of you watching right now are not subscribed to my channel? Oh my goodness, you are missing out on so much amazing content. So be sure to hit up that subscribe button so you never miss another video. And I just want you to know that I know how it feels. I've totally been there. I was diagnosed with rosacea last year, but I've had it for about 4 or 5 years. And I even think back to when I was a kid and in my teenage years, I totally had rosacea and I didn't even know. But what I want you to know is after you watch this video, I don't want you to think that, okay, I'm just gonna cut out sugar, I'm just gonna cut out dairy and everything's gonna be better. The thing is, with any of these conditions, acne, eczema, psoriasis, rosacea, all these skin conditions are multifactorial. What that means is there's typically not one single thing that's causing it. That's why you really want to address it from a truly holistic approach. So I still recommend that you watch the daily habits for healthy skin from within and really take these to heart. And also, it doesn't mean you have to do everything perfect all the time. Maybe you just start with sugar, taking sugar out of your diet, and then you take a break from dairy for 2 weeks and just evaluate how your skin is. So my first factor is lack of sleep. When you don't get good quality sleep, and as an adult, 7 to 9 hours is ideal, but when you're not getting enough sleep, guess what happens? You increase your circulating inflammatory chemicals. This increases the chances for more skin irritation and can also promote things like hormonal imbalance. Now, a study in the Journal of Clinical and Experimental Dermatology found that people who slept 7 to 9 hours a night had skin that was more moisturized and that could protect and heal itself better after being exposed to sunlight compared to those who had slept 5 hours or less. And this makes total sense because over the 24-hour period at night when you're sleeping is when the cells of the skin regenerate more than any other time throughout the day. And of course, sleep deprivation is linked and associated with aging skin. So fine lines will appear more quickly in the form of premature aging, more drooping eyelids, fatigued, dull, lifeless looking skin when you don't make sleep a priority. So what's the solution? As I just mentioned, 7 to 9 hours of sleep for adults is really key for healthy skin. And if you have trouble getting that much sleep, avoid bright lights and technology at least an hour and a half to 2 hours even before bed. So you don't want to be on your cell phone checking your email or checking your Instagram right before bed, because that really stimulates the nervous system and suppresses the release of melatonin. So that's not good before bed. Take a relaxing bath, put some lavender in your bath. Lavender is an amazing essential oil to help you sleep. Drink an herbal tea like a chamomile or passion flower. Those are fantastic herbs for helping you sleep. Meditate before bed. So those are some quick and easy solutions to help you get a better sleep. So my second one is stress. You knew that one was coming, right? So when you're stressed out in the stress response, whether it's acute or chronic stress, your body secretes cortisol. This stress hormone literally breaks down your skin because cortisol breaks down collagen and elastin, and that is what gives your skin structure and support. Research has shown that chronic stress increases inflammation, and having more inflammation in your body actually increases the likelihood of more wrinkles. Your skin cells can't properly repair themselves when your body is in a chronic state of inflammation. Cortisol causes kind of like a whole cascade of effects because it triggers another hormone to release that actually increases the oil in the sebaceous glands of your skin to increase. So if you suffer from acne, you probably know this for yourself, that when you're stressed, you actually have more breakouts because cortisol increases that hormone that increases more oil in your skin and can make conditions like acne much worse. And just overall inflammation is higher, which makes things like acne, rosacea, eczema, all those kind of conditions are worse
under stress. So I have 4 solutions for you. Number 1 is 4-7-8 breathing. Go check out this video here. So you breathe in for a count of 4, you hold for a count of 7, and you breathe out for a count of 8, and you repeat that 10 times. The second thing you can do is a gratitude practice. Share with your spouse or your children or your sister or your brother, or just write it down what you are grateful for. That helps to reduce stress. A 10-minute meditation. Just search on YouTube, meditation, and you'll find a fantastic meditation. You can just close your eyes, and that will bring you out of the stress response and stimulate the relaxation response. And my 4th solution for you is to get outside in nature. Being outside in nature, exercising in nature, boosts those feel-good hormones, makes you feel happy and calm and relaxed. Okay, the third factor that can really sabotage healthy skin are something that's in our everyday products, and you are likely being exposed to them right now, and that is endocrine disrupting chemicals. Let's just call them EDCs for short. So they mess with your endocrine system. Now, what is your endocrine system, you might be wondering? It's a network of glands and organs that store and secrete and make hormones. Now, what are hormones? These are the chemical messengers of your body. They bring information to your cells and help your body be whole and balanced. So it's really important to have hormonal harmony to have healthy skin. And many skin disorders can be the result of imbalanced hormones caused by these EDCs. So EDCs can cause a whole bunch of problems in the body. They can increase certain hormones. They can lower certain hormones. They can mess with your hormonal signaling. They are just a disaster for healthy hormones. And where do you find EDCs? They're in so many things. Plastics in the form of BPA. They're in so many different cosmetics and personal care. Any product you see that lists fragrance or perfume or cologne, you can guarantee to have EDCs because they come in the form of phthalates. And phthalates are a chemical that you find in fragrance that are hormone disrupting ingredients. They are found in water, they are found in foods. If we come back to water for a moment, heavy metals are even endocrine disrupting chemicals. So lead, mercury, arsenic, and oftentimes in tap water, for example, you find things like lead and arsenic in the water. So having a water filter is really key. Okay, so how can you limit your exposure to endocrine disrupting chemicals? I just said 1, have a water filter so that you're filtering out most of those heavy metals. Eat organic mostly for what you can afford for sure, because pesticides are known to be EDCs as well. Make sure your vacuum has a HEPA filter, because you know that fine dust that you get on all of your electronics and just collects on things, that fine dust is often found to have fire retardants, and fire retardants are also known to be EDCs as well. So when you're dusting, you don't want to just be kicking the dust all up in the air. You want to use a good vacuum, or when you are dusting, make sure that the dust adheres to a dust mitt. You're not just making the dust be airborne. And then of course, switch to natural body care and skincare products. So check out the shop, shopjoyoushealth.com, because we have an amazing line of body care, skincare, hair care that has 0 hormone disrupting ingredients. So my 4th point that can really sabotage healthy skin is the consumption of something that is in so many people's diets, and that is rancid vegetable oils. So I'm talking about all the omega-6 oils out there: cottonseed oil, canola oil, corn oil, safflower, sunflower. Most of these oils are completely rancid and have been treated with high amounts of solvents and chemicals to even make them fit for human consumption. Canola oil is a perfect example. The problem with most vegetable oils is that they're very high in omega-6 fatty acids, which are very inflammatory to the body. So when you're thinking about having healthy skin, keep inflammation low and avoid those oils. Also look at packaged foods, because although you might not be cooking with corn oil, it could be in your favorite crackers. So make sure you really read your labels as well. So solution, the best vegetable oils are things like avocado oil, technically a fruit, but avocado oil, coconut oil, organic butter or ghee. Those are all better options. And then cold pressed flax oil, hemp oil. those are better choices than those omega-6 vegetable oils. Now, my fifth point is one that I also talked about in daily habits for healthy skin, and that's sugar. So it wasn't to eat sugar for daily for healthy skin, is more like just to bring awareness and to really drive home the point that sugar elevates inflammation and is going to increase skin issues. For example, acne, we know in many different studies, one study showed that there's a 30% increase in acne breakouts when people are consuming sugar more regularly. Now, I'm not talking about, adding sugar to your coffee necessarily. While I don't recommend that, it's really the hidden sources of sugar that people aren't aware of. The condiments, the ketchup, the sauces, the energy bars, the protein powders and the mixed drinks, alcohol, cereals. There's so many different foods that have added sugars, and they're essentially hidden sugars if you're not reading your labels. Excess sugar in your bloodstream can also cause something called glycation, and this really ages your skin because it breaks down collagen and elastin and can make your skin look more dull and sort of sagging. But this is if you're, this is not having a piece of birthday cake once in a while. This is if you're consuming these refined sugars on a daily basis. So what can you do? First of all, avoid refined sugars. But if you're baking, if you love to bake, you like sweet treats, use things like maple syrup, stevia, monk fruit, honey, but you shouldn't really heat honey. But those are some options to sweeten your food naturally. Applesauce is great too, or berries. So use better natural sweeteners. My final factor that really sabotages healthy skin, and this is another one that I often harp about on my YouTube channel here, is dairy. So studies have shown that consumption of dairy increases both acne and eczema. And I can tell you personally, because I am someone who manages rosacea, if I eat a lot of cow's milk products, which I don't, but if I did, that can absolutely cause a flare-up for me. So I tend to avoid all those types of foods. So that category of foods I'm really cautious with. Now, from time to time, I'll have sheep products, sheep dairy or goat dairy, and they are much easier on my skin because they have less of a problematic casein protein. So there's a casein called casein A1, and it's very high in cow dairy, and that can be very inflammatory, and it can be very allergenic and causes a lot of digestive upset. However, like 65% of the world's population is lactose intolerant as well. So I think if you have any type of skin problem, avoiding dairy is a really good thing to do. If you're missing a creamy taste, I've got tons of recipes how to make cashew cheese right here, macadamia nut cheese, use avocado in place of cheese, use nut milks or oat milk when you're making a smoothie. There are so many ways that you can eliminate dairy from your life and really not miss the creaminess of dairy. So those are my 6 factors that can really sabotage healthy skin. If you have any questions, please feel free to post them below. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to hit the little bell so you always get a notification when I have a new video, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching. Have a joyous day. Bye.